How often? Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order this public hearing for April 13th, 2022. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to be followed by a moment of silence. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Members of the board, the purpose of this hearing, because we're at item 3, policy 9125, participation by minority businesses. And the purpose of this hearing is for the board to choose an aspirational, verifiable percentage goal for participation by minority businesses in the total value of work for each building project costing $300,000 or more, paid entirely from local or other non-state funds. And we wanted to hear the public's input on what they think the percentage should aim to be by minority businesses. There were no persons who signed up to address the board, as noted in the public notice and in our policy for addressing the board. So we're going to go ahead and proceed as we look at setting that threshold for projects. Dr. Mills, I'm going to turn this over to you at this point in time for comments, directions, or wherewithal.
Good.
And Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would just like to address the board. I communicated with you all about the purpose of today. It is the hearing that no one has signed up for you all to receive information from the community about minority-owned businesses and their participation in bidding on construction projects for you all. Today is not to review the policy or consider it, but to have heard from the public. So there is not anyone who is going to be speaking, but you will have complied with your legal requirement in order to give the opportunity for the public to address you all on this subject.
Okay, is it my understanding that policy 9125 will then be a part of our discussion at our next scheduled board meeting, which will be this coming Monday?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Boyer?
I was going to say
It's the
not
25th.
this Monday.
Government.
I mean, not Monday. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you can call.
Put me in the hurry, right here to start.
It'll be a lonely
That's
meeting.
fine.
It would be a meeting of one, I agree.
That's fine.
You
That's
know,
totally fine. Dr. Fitch, I stand corrected. It's going to be on the May agenda.
on the May agenda?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
So
you,
it will not be on our April agenda, which is not this coming Monday, as I
Right.
put people into apoplectic shocks.
Yeah, kidding.
Because this is our spring break, and I know that we'll not be in session, and families have made plans, as well as the administration and the staff. So my arrow to those who are listening, we are not meeting this coming Monday, but we will be meeting the following Monday.
And this
Can I get by with her?
And this particular policy will be considered in the May
In the May-
meeting.
Okay. All right. If there is nothing else before us in regard to this item, Mrs. Barnes?
I do have a comment on no fault of ours, but there is a listing of black-owned businesses that I have that I don't have with me today. And I don't think sometimes we are familiar enough with black businesses that are here in our county that we may access. So I will get that to Mr. Letchworth, Dr. Mills and those, but it's a really detailed list of every black-owned business in Wilson County.
But when we look at the policy, when we address it in May, it is not just black-owned, but it is minority-owned as well, females and the like. So I do not want it to be on record that we are just talking about black-owned businesses. We're talking about minority-owned businesses.
I stand corrected because on that list, there are other minorities they are listed as well as females, so I do stand corrected on that.
And if I may just add that there is a list of minority-owned businesses in the region that we will have provided for you during your consideration of the policy so that you can see the specific businesses and be able to adjust the aspirational verifiable goal when you have that information.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? Do I need to entertain a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
It has been moved by Mr. Green, seconded by Mr. Mercer, that we adjourn this public hearing. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the sign of aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Let the record reflect that the motion carries unanimously. We are adjourned.